In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to navigate the Build a Store page within the Sites and Store Builder panel. To get started, click Build a Store where it says Start Now. You will then be presented with this page here. This will show all of your current stores that you have set up if you have set up any in the past. As you can see, this is very similar to the other pages, such as the funnel page. This page shows the list of stores that you currently have and how many steps are within each store. It shows the type and the actions you can do to each store. At the top right here, we can click on the store library, or we can create a new store. To create a new store, simply press this new store button here and name it. Press add, and now we have a new store. As you can see here, my store, the store I just created. There are two ways to edit and access the store. The first is to click on the title of the store, and the second is to just press this edit button here. Either way, you will get to the same page now. This here. Here we are currently within the Steps tab, and this tab shows you all of the different steps within your store. Steps are like pages for your store, and they are all listed here. You can click and drag all of these different steps if you want to change their hierarchy, or to change the way in which they're structured. Here we can use split testing by creating another variation of our site and testing it against the current one. Here is the edit button, so we can edit our store if we wish. We can either edit in a new tab or edit on the same page. We can preview our current store. We can edit the settings of our current store, such as the name. The Stats tab shows you all of the different statistics for each single page in your store. Sales will show you all of the different transactions that have happened within your store pages. The Store Sales tab will show you all of the different transactions that have happened within your store. We also have the Triggers tab. We have a Coupon Code tab if you'd like to add a coupon code for your store. We then have Settings. Here we can rename our store if we wish. We can add a path, a head tracking code, a different currency if we wish to change the currency of our store. We can add a domain name, a favicon URL, a body tracking code. We also have a notify email text box. Here you can enter your email and any activity on your store will be sent to you via email. We can also sell our theme on the marketplace. If you create a very nice design for your store page, you can then sell it on a marketplace and get a commission for it. If you are starting from scratch, you'll be greeted with this screen instead. Here we can add our first step to our store, which we can do by pressing this button here and then choosing a template. So if we're making a store, let's choose an e-commerce template and a single product page. For example, if you wish to preview a template before you actually use it, all we have to do here is press the preview button. You'll then be taken to another tab to view the template before selecting it. In this case, however, I already know that I want to use this template. So if you want to use a template, click Select Template. If, however, you wish to not use a template and wish to just start from scratch and build it all by yourself, here you can create a blank step and select the template. So I have now added a single step to my store, and as you can see I've named it Home, and here is the thumbnail for this page. If I wish to edit this store page, all I have to do is press edit and then choose whether to edit in a new page or the same page. I'm going to edit it in a new tab. So here is the template for our store. As you can see, there is a lot of different sections and rows and columns and elements that are already here because of the template we've added. In this video, I'll be going through all the useful different elements that you can add to your store to make it really stand out, and how to edit different elements within an existing template. To add a new section, all you have to do is press this green plus icon here, and this will add an entirely new section. On the right hand side, we can choose to make this a full width section, wide width, medium width, etc. I'm going to choose a full width, and as you can see, we now have a completely new section. Now let's add a row. I'm going to add a row, and I'm going to make it a 3-column row. Now within these columns, we can now add different elements. Say I wanted to add a product to this column here. I wanted to add 3 different products. To do so, I would go to Add Element, and then choose from this list here a product. If you scroll down, Ecommerce is where most of the useful store elements will be. We have Product Element, Cart Details area, Product Collection, Product Button, and Pop-up Checkout Button. Here, I'm going to be using Product Element. Now, as you can see, this currently is a placeholder product. So let's change this so it actually views a product I'd like to sell. On the left-hand side, we can see all the settings for this element. Here, we can choose multiple different options. We can change the color of the buttons, we can hide the images, we can toggle Add to Cart button, we can change font sizes, padding, and a lot more. Firstly, I'm going to change the name, and I'm going to select a product. When you press Select a Product, you'll be brought to this Products page. Within the products, there is a Your Products page, and this will show you your already made products. You can also choose the Done For You products, and you can create your own product here. You can add title, you can add it to a collection, you can give it its own image, you can price it, etc. Once you've finished editing all the information for your new product, click Save, and it will appear in the Your Products page. If you wish to create a collection and add products to it, you can do so here. In this video demonstration, I'm going to create 3 products and add them to a collection to display on my store. So firstly, I'm going to add an image to my product. Pressing this button here will show all the images you've currently used in the past. However, if you'd like to use a new image off of your computer, all you have to do is click this Browse button at the top right. This will bring you to the File Explorer, where you can upload your own images. So here I've uploaded my own image uploaded, and now I'm going to select it. Select image, and as you can see, I have my image. I'm going to enter a product title, and I'm not going to add it to a collection, and I'm not going to add any options, but if you wish to do that, you can. I'm going to add a short description, I'm going to add a price, an old price if you'd like it to show a discount, and a shipping cost if you want to add a shipping cost. You can also add a supply link as well, but I'm not going to do that. And then you can press Save Product. Now, as we can see, there is Pro earphones here. If I click on them, here are the Pro earphones. Now I'm going to quickly add 3 more products. Okay, so here we go. I have now got 3 different products here. I have the Pro earphones, the Elite earphones, and the Legend earphones. So I've shown you quickly how to use the product element and add it to a different section. And I've shown you how to do it 3 times by choosing the 3 columns. And here we go. These are the different products. But within these products, we can also change some of the settings. For example, if you wanted to change the button background color or the text color, for example. So let's change some of the settings here. I'll change the button background color. I'll change this one to an orange. We'll change this one to maybe a blue, and we'll change this one here to a black. So as you can see, they're all now a bit different. We can also change a few other things if we wanted, such as we could hide an image, we could hide the product title, and all these other ones. We can now change the button text. Instead of buy now, we could maybe add just purchase here. We could add product details. We could change the padding. There are also some advanced options here. We can also give it a border if we wanted. So now it has an outline, as you can see. This is how to change some of the basic settings for the product elements, and I'll be going through some more ones now. But quickly before we go, let me change the background color here. Instead of this white, let's do something a bit more interesting. Maybe this gray. I don't like that. Let's choose something else. Maybe this light blue. I think that looks quite nice, so I'll leave it like that. So I'm going to now add another new section right here. And within this, I'm going to make this a full width, and I'm going to add a 2-column row. And here I'm going to add 2 elements in the e-commerce section. I'm going to add a pop-up checkout button. I'm going to make a second one here. So here I've selected my 2 pop-out products, and I've also selected a product in the settings so they display. Here I can change the paragraph text. For example, I could change this to maybe the name of the product. So here we can change a few other things, such as the text color, the background color of the button, etc. So now, once we've added this, I'm going to save. Once you've made sure that you've saved your progress and your work, let's go to Preview. Here we can preview our site live in action. As you can see, we have our products. We also have, if we scroll down a little bit more, our 2 pop-out products. If we press Buy Now on these products, we'll be greeted by this product page here. So we didn't change the settings of the pop-up information, but we can do that if we wish to by editing our site again. But this is what the pop-up text will look like once you press the Buy Now button. This is just an example of a few of the elements we have within the e-commerce section that you can use to build your store. Once you're happy and you've saved your store, if you wish, you can check the compatibility for different devices up here. We can see what it looks like on a mobile device, a tablet, and of course a desktop. We also have some settings. We have an undo button, show code blocks, admin. We can view all of our sections, we can view all of our rows, all of our columns, all of our elements, and etc. We've gone through these in previous videos before, so I won't go into too much information about it. So once we've finished with our site, we can go back. And now we have our site or step added to our store. Within this store overview, we can also go to products in this tab here. This will show any products we currently have. If you wish to add a product, press this button here and click on it. Here we can now add a product. We can add a one-time product or a subscription-based product. Here you can enter all the information about your product and save it, and it will then be added to your store and you can get purchases. If we go back to the list of stores, as you can see here, we now have my store with one step. If you wish to delete your store, you can press this red delete icon here. You can also choose to rename it, and etc. And that is the end of this video on the My Store page within the Sites and Store Builder panel.